Hi everybody, it's Claire Rooney from clarion.com. Today I'm going to continue my series In the Truth about fat loss, and today I'm going to talk about something that is absolutely non-negotiable for over 95% of the population. That non-negotiable element is your nutritional plan or your dietary strategy. I don't like to use the word diet very often because it brings up a lot of emotional negativity, and this is not very helpful in our quest to lose body fat. Just think of it as your own personal nutrition plan. You have got to look at what you're eating. This is a huge part of the overall equation on fat loss. People debate how much of the equation it is. Bottom line is it's pretty bloomin' mega. It's a massive part of the equation. So you've got to look at what you're eating. Now, this is one of the most hotly debated topics since the beginning of time. It's more contentious than politics or religion. So you're not going to win a debate on which is the best nutritional plan. The bottom line is there is no best nutritional plan. The only best nutritional plan is the one that works for you, and every single man, woman and child on the planet essentially needs to find their own nutritional nirvana. Now, I have a little analogy I make with nutrition, and my analogy is, let's say you're going to the airport, you're going to be parking in parking lot A, B, C or D. You know, there's general guidelines. Maybe the A parking lot is the low-fat parking lot. Maybe the B parking lot is the high-fat parking lot. Maybe the C parking lot is the, mixed parking lot in terms of the mixture of carbs and fats. Bottom line is any number of macronutrients can work for you, but what you have to do in order to get results for yourself and in order for sustainability, you've got to find your own unique parking spot within that parking lot. People get results on vegetarian diets, people get results on high meat diets, people get results on low fat diets, people get results on calorie counting diets, people even get results on Twinkie diets. There's a professor in the States who wanted to prove a point, and he went on this Twinkie and potato chip diet, and he lost something like 27 pounds of body fat. Am I advocating to do such a thing? No. However, what I am saying is you can get results doing anything. There was another guy who got results on the Subway diet, eating 2 Subway sandwiches a day. There was another guy who got results by only eating potatoes to prove that you could lose weight on anything. The guy lost, again, maybe 30-40 pounds just eating potatoes. Now, am I advocating again that you would have a monotonous diet or a sugar-laden diet? No. The point is that multiple diets can work, but you've got to ask yourself the question, is it sustainable in the long term? Is it going to contribute to my health in the long term? Am I going to get all of my essential nutrients, both macronutrients and micronutrients? Can I see myself eating this way for life? Because if you want to lose fat for life, you need to find a lifestyle that is sustainable for life. Temporary efforts give temporary results. I remember hearing somebody say one time that, well, losing weight, isn't the problem. That's easy. It's keeping the weight off that's the challenge. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. If you want to keep that weight off, or more importantly the fat off, your nutritional plan must be sustainable. If you're trying to be too orthorexic or trying to be too perfect with your diet, cutting out this, cutting out that, I'm never allowed to have a treat again, I can't ever have sweets again. If you adopt that kind of a mentality, it's probably not going to work out best for you in the long run. Worst case scenario, you're going to be a complete basket case. You're going to have psychological impairments because your food is becoming too stressful. Your food should be one of the least, worries of your life. It should be easy breezy and very sustainable. Right? You should also be able to have, the odd little treat here and there. I'm not an advocate of eating Twinkies or Mars bars, to sustain your diet. Maybe you could lose weight in the short term, but as a long-term plan, it's not going to work. Ditto liquid diets or any extreme diet. You've got to make it sustainable. But the first thing we have to acknowledge is the nutrition plan has to be conscious. You've got to start eating in a conscious way. So the best way to do that is to get an education on nutrition. You should know what proteins, carbs and fats are. You should start experimenting with different macronutrient ratios to find out which one suits you best. The one that suits you best will allow you to feel happy and energized, have a good mood, and you don't feel like you're on a diet. You just just feel great in it. Getting guidance on this is probably really helpful. If you only count calories, you could end up being quite psychotic about your diet. I don't personally recommend that. Calorie counting for some people is a useful retraining tool to get a grip on portion control. Tons of people have no idea that they're eating way more calories than they could ever possibly imagine. There's lots of elements to the dietary component, folks. So my strongest advice to most people is to get an education on it. So that's all I want to talk about today on The Truth About Fat Loss. Nutrition is a non-negotiable element in order to get results.